So to the 8th and final stage of Giro d'Italia Women, a 134-kilometre ride entirely through Emilia-Romagna from Forlì to the Imola Autodromo Enzo e Dino Ferrari. And 127 riders available for duty on the final day of race action. Ostolaza looking after the blue jersey, but all eyes on pink, the Maglia Rossa. Elisa Longo-Borghini looking to preserve her 22-second advantage over Marlon Reusser in general classification. And when the flag came in, well, the attacks came hot and heavy in the early stages, with everyone looking to fire one final attack, one final bid for glory after a long week of racing. And the local teams making way for some of the big favourites ultimately in the early attacks, as Lorena Wiebes leading a group clear, very strong group of 3 on the first of 8 classified climbs along the way. The Galasterna climb, familiar to fans of the 2020 World Championship, raced over a similar course in and around Imola. Lorena Wiebes, the leader and indeed the winner of the points classification. The Maglia Rossa up front after 2 stage victories during the week. Back in the main peloton, Ostolaza not able to score the points that would help her to retain that jersey. Sera Gigante profiting from the group of favourites behind, as Wiebes and others joined by another 2 riders, Michaela Harvey bridging, Sarah Casasola in the early move for the Phoenix to Koenig squad. Anna Henderson going backwards from the group of favourites, but a good week for her. Stage win and a couple of days in pink to celebrate. And she had Amanda Spratt clear of the field, having bridged to the 3 riders up front, which included Léa Courinier, the French rider for FDJ Suez. Behind the main peloton, shrinking in number and never really giving the leaders up front much daylight. Counter-attacks coming from behind. And the AG Sudal squad involved in so much of the race action during the week. Laura de Schepper among their standout riders. Lorena Wiebes distanced from the breakaway, dropped into the fold as Sera Gigante maintained a position close to the front. And as they took the bell at the racetrack, we're inside 30 kilometres to go. The advantage for the leaders up front, a narrow and not quite decisive one. Bridging to the leaders, well, Silke Schmulders had to make a name for herself on the final day. The Livalula Jaco squad rider, showing well in the final few days of race action and appearing to be the strength of a group, with Courinier having been in the break all day, starting to wilt. Harvey hanging on in there, having bridged earlier on. Lika Noyen looking to race across to the leading trio. And she didn't have quite enough firepower and was reclaimed by the main peloton before making it across and onto the final climb of the day, the Cima Galasterna. Silke Schmulders almost reabsorbed before she took the final points on offer for the Queen of the Mountains classification. Anna van der Breggen still up front and with dreams of stage honours on the day. Royackers at the back of the group would celebrate a 4th place finish on overall general classification. Anna van der Breggen within the final 3 kilometres, launching clear, trademark attack from the 4-time overall winner. The SD Works Pro Time rider had Liana Lippert from the Movistar team for company as they raced under the kite. And the expected attack hadn't come from Marlon Reusser, so the Movistar team looking for a double stage victory from 3 stages and indeed a 3rd stage win of the week. And Liana Lippert launching a searing sprint to deny van der Breggen, and Lippert taking a 2nd stage victory of the win of the week. Behind, Marlon Reusser leading the group in for 3rd, but arm held aloft in pink. Elisa Longo-Borghini celebrating her 2nd successive victory in Giro d'Italia Women. Lippert gets the win ahead of van der Breggen, and Marlon Reusser making it a 1-3 finish for Movistar. Elisa Longoborghini, 18 seconds to the good in securing a second successive win. Marlon Reusser and Sarah Gigante joining her on the final winners' podium. And Lorena Wiebes taking the red jersey, dominant performance, 2 stage wins along the week. And Sarah Gigante, the outstanding climber of the week, and winning the Maglia Azzurra to go with it. Antonia Niedermayer racing through the week in the white jersey of Best Young Rider. And the super team, AG Insurance Sudal squad, 2 riders in the top 10. They win the team award. But the name etched on the final winner's trophy, that of Elisa Longoborghini.